What if I told you the slowest superstar in the NBA might actually be the most skilled player in the entire league, and somehow he's also the most unstoppable?
Can you talk about the benefits of playing a game at your own pace, at your own speed, what you're able to see out on the floor?
I mean, for me, sometimes it's like playing a chess, you know. You got to take your time and see the moves. But, you know, obviously, I'm not the fastest guy out there. So maybe that's why I play at my own pace. But, you know, you got to just see what's the defense doing and find the best shot.
Luka Doncic doesn't jump the highest. He's not the fastest, and you'll never catch him flying over defenders like Ja Morant. But somehow, this 6'8" guard from Slovenia makes the best athletes in the world look like they're playing on ice.
Here in the corner, Luka goes in! How did he do it?
He's got a handle that feels like poetry, a jumper that bends time, and a rhythm that controls every defender who dares to challenge him. So how does a guy who looks like he's playing in slow motion destroy entire teams night after night? To understand that, we have to look at how Luka's skill, not his speed, turned him into one of the greatest players alive.
I mean, man, he's so cool out there. I mean, everything's just slow. I mean, just major moves, and a wet ball. I mean, he shoot the blood out of that thing. Man, Luka
Doncic was born into basketball. His father, Sasa Doncic, was a professional player in Slovenia, and his godfather, Rašo Nesterovic, played in the NBA. From the moment Luka could walk, the sound of dribbling was part of his everyday life. By the time most kids were learning how to ride bikes, Luka was running pickup games against kids twice his size. He didn't have the height or strength yet, but he had something far more powerful, an incredible feel for the game. He'd watch his dad's games, studying how professionals moved without even realizing it. While most kids were copying superhero poses, Luka was mimicking Euro step footwork.
At all here in Game 4. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists.
At just 7 years old, he joined the youth program at Olympia Ljubljana, and it didn't take long for coaches to notice something special. He wasn't the fastest or strongest on the court, but he was always one step ahead. He could see passing lanes before they existed, and his timing with the ball was years beyond his age. Luka wasn't just talented, he was composed, calm, and analytical, even as a child. And soon, his skills became a problem. He was simply too good for players his age. Coaches had to move him up to play against 12-year-olds, then 14-year-olds, while he was still barely 8. That constant challenge forged his competitive spirit. Luka learned that only way to survive was to outthink everyone. That early environment surrounded by older, stronger players forced him to develop the IQ, balance, and creativity that define his game today. Before he turned 10, Luka wasn't just learning basketball, he was mastering control. And that control, not speed or muscle, became his greatest weapon.
You get that through all those defenders and hands and arms.
Leading the break, Paul nipping at his heels. Outside, what a pass, Washington, oh!
When you're 12 years old and already embarrassing older kids, word spreads fast. By this point, Luka's local tournaments in Slovenia had become a showcase. Coaches from other countries were flying in just to see this young phenom play. At the Mini Copa tournament in Spain, Luka faced players 3 and 4 years older than him, and he dominated them all. His combination of passing vision, patience, and unshakable confidence left the crowd stunned. But it was his performance in the Rome U13 tournament that turned him from a local talent into a European sensation.
Luka Doncic with a little spice.
At just 12 years old, Luka dropped a 54-point triple-double in the championship game. You heard that right. 54 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists at 12. The gym went silent, then erupted. Every scout in Europe took notice. It wasn't just the numbers, it was how he did it. He controlled the pace like a veteran. He made defenders jump with subtle fakes and found teammates with passes that looked impossible. He wasn't relying on athleticism or strength. His weapon was pure skill. That performance earned him an invite from Real Madrid's youth program, one of Europe's biggest basketball clubs. But leaving home at 13 wasn't easy. He didn't speak Spanish, didn't know anyone, and had never lived outside Slovenia. But Luka was different. Instead of fear, he saw opportunity. When he arrived in Madrid, he let his game do the talking. Within months, coaches realized he wasn't just talented, he was gifted. Against kids who were older, taller, and stronger, Luka used creativity, timing, and body control to dominate. He turned slow moves into lethal weapons. Every hesitation, every pump fake was calculated. By the time he was 15, Luka was already training with Real Madrid's professional team, and soon, the whole world would know his name. At Real Madrid, Luka faced a new challenge, proving himself in a system full of professionals. Imagine being a teenager walking into a locker room with grown men who have families, contracts, and reputations. You either adapt fast or you disappear. Luka adapted instantly. He couldn't outjump them, couldn't outrun them, but he could outthink them. During practice, he dissected defenses, learned their weaknesses, and found ways to use his body to protect the ball. Veterans started to trust him. They passed him the ball in key moments because they saw he didn't panic. Luka's face never changed, with the same calm, same focus every single possession. And when Real Madrid gave him a chance to play for their senior team at just 16 years old, he didn't flinch. That's when the legend began.
On je u veljači proslavio 16. rođendan. Evo Dončić. Ajmo, odlično.
He wasn't flashy, he wasn't yelling or flexing. He was methodical, precise, and surgical. The kind of player who could control a game without saying a word. By 17, Luka was already a full-time pro, starting in the Euro League, the second best league in the world. Fans began calling him Wonder Boy. Coaches called him a once-in-a-generation genius. He was redefining what basketball skill looked like in Europe. His footwork was sharp, his decision-making elite, and his pace was unlike anyone else. While others played at 100 miles per hour, Luka slowed the game down to 50 and made everyone dance to his rhythm. That slow, controlled tempo became his signature. He used timing, patience, and precision to outmaneuver defenders who were faster and stronger. It was in Madrid that Luka learned the truth in basketball. Speed fades, but skill lasts forever. And just when it seemed like he had conquered Europe, he did something no one his age had ever done.
Many times has he done it. Oh!
At just 19, Luka Doncic did what most players dream about their entire lives. He won the EuroLeague MVP, Finals MVP, and led Real Madrid to a championship all in the same season. That's like winning the NBA MVP, Finals MVP, and the title before you can even drink in the US.
Tomic with the lay-in, and Luka Doncic with the full corner on the buzzer. Are you kidding me?
In Europe, the game is slower, the rules tighter, and spacing limited. It's a league that rewards IQ, not flash. And in that environment, Luka thrived. He'd toy with defenders, use a hesitation dribble, a shoulder fake, then glide to the rim. He wasn't explosive, but his timing made it feel like defenders were a second late every play. He was orchestrating the floor like a chess master, moving pieces exactly where he wanted them.
Crossover 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, breaking 8. He gave his team a 6-point lead. Here we see him.
Even his own teammates started calling him the general. That ability to see plays develop seconds in advance is what separates Luka from everyone else. When he led Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket gold medal with Goran Dragic, the world began to understand this kid wasn't just talented, he was a phenom. He outplayed veterans, destroyed traditional defenses, and stayed completely calm under pressure. After dominating Europe, there was only one mountain left to climb: the NBA. Scouts said he was too slow, too soft, couldn't guard anyone. But Luka didn't need their approval. He just needed a ball and a chance. That's when the Dallas Mavericks took the biggest gamble of their franchise history, a gamble that would soon make them realize they didn't just draft a player, they drafted a system.
With the 3rd pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Luka Doncic.
In the 2018 NBA draft, Luka Doncic wasn't the number 1 pick. He wasn't even the second. Atlanta drafted him at 3, only to trade him for another rookie. Analysts said he wasn't athletic enough for the NBA. They said his slow play style wouldn't translate. But from day one in Dallas, Luka made those words look foolish. Head coach Rick Carlisle originally planned for Luka to play off ball, letting Dennis Smith Jr. handle point guard duties. But after a few games, everyone realized the obvious. Luka was born to run the show. His passing vision was unreal. He made NBA defenses look like they were still in practice drills. Step backs, crossovers, impossible passes, all delivered with a calm confidence that screamed veteran. In just his rookie season, Luka averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. He became the Rookie of the Year, the youngest in Mavericks history, and immediately took control of the team. But what shocked people wasn't his stats, it was how he played. He didn't need speed to beat you. He used footwork, deceleration, and angles. He could fake left, lean right, and somehow make you bite every time. NBA defenders quickly realized what Europe already knew. Luka's brain was faster than anyone's feet. The same slow game they doubted had now become his weapon. By year 2, he wasn't just a star, he was dismantling defenses built for the modern era. And that's when Luka Magic officially arrived. The moment Luka Doncic hit that step-back buzzer beater over the Clippers in the playoffs, the NBA changed forever. Everyone watching knew this wasn't a fluke. It was the birth of something special. At just 21 years old, Luka was averaging 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. He wasn't just filling the box score, he was controlling every second of the game. He would lull defenders to sleep, then explode with perfect timing. He'd drive left, spin right, step back, and hit the shot with a smirk on his face. It looked effortless because for Luka, it was. His game was pure rhythm. He wasn't reacting to defenders. Defenders were reacting to him. Players like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George tried everything, trapping, switching, double-teaming, and nothing worked. Because Luka didn't rely on speed, he relied on manipulation. Every dribble, every fake, every slow step had purpose. He'd shift his weight just enough to make a defender lean and then punish him. His footwork, learned from years in Europe, made him unpredictable. And his passing, that was the dagger. Even when you stopped Luka from scoring, he'd find an open teammate for an easy bucket. That blend of vision, patience, and precision became known as Luka Magic. It wasn't just flash, it was control. And control is the most dangerous skill in basketball. Luka was proving that you don't have to be fast to dominate, you just have to be smart enough to make everyone else move at your speed. There's a secret to Luka Doncic's dominance, and it's something scientists have literally studied. It's called deceleration. Most NBA players win with acceleration. They blow past defenders, explode to the rim, and finish with athletic power. Luka? He wins by stopping. His ability to go from full speed to zero in an instant is unmatched. At the P3 Institute in California, researchers analyzed Luka's movements. They discovered that his braking ability, his control when slowing down, was elite even by NBA standards. That's why defenders bite on his fakes. They expect him to keep driving, but he stops on a dime, creates space, and hits the jumper before they can recover. Every move he makes is designed to break rhythm. Most players attack in straight lines. Luka attacks angles. He'll take a big step, pause for half a second, and then explode the other way. It's like he's playing a different version of basketball, one built on timing and precision instead of speed. His signature step-back three? It's a perfect example of controlled chaos. He leans forward just enough to make defenders shift their weight, then snaps backwards, using his legs and core to generate separation. And while defenders try to guess his next move, Luka's already reading their reactions. He knows how their hips turn, where their feet land, and which hand they'll reach with next. He's not just reacting, he's predicting. It's this scientific slowness that makes him unstoppable. Because when everyone else is sprinting, Luka is thinking. And when everyone else is reacting, Luka is controlling. Speed fades, vertical jumps drop, but that kind of control, that's the kind of skill that ages like fine wine. If basketball is an art form, Luka Doncic is the artist who paints with a basketball. His court vision is like a sixth sense. He doesn't just see open teammates, He creates them. Every pass he throws has intent. Behind the back, over the head, one-handed darts across the court, all perfectly timed. And when you watch him play, it feels less like an athlete competing and more like a musician performing. He sets the tempo, builds the rhythm, and finishes each play with a masterpiece. Even the way he dribbles tells a story of patience and precision. He'll fake left with his eyes, make the defender shift, then whip a no-look pass to a wide-open shooter on the right wing. It's unpredictable. It's chaotic. It's beautiful. His teammates trust him completely because they know if they move, Luka will find them. That confidence spreads through the entire team, turning average players into threats. Remember his 60-point triple-double against the Knicks? That wasn't just scoring, it was orchestrating. He set screens, rotated, and made reads that forced the defenders to collapse. And when the game was on the line, he didn't panic, he improvised. That's Luka's genius. He's not mechanical, he's creative. He sees basketball as an open canvas, and every dribble is a brushstroke. What makes it even scarier is how simple he makes it look. No wild crossovers, no over-dribbling, just pure control and purpose. Every play is calculated. Every movement serves a function. And when defenders finally think they figured him out, he changes rhythm again. That's not luck, that's art. And right now, Luka Doncic might be the NBA's greatest artist with the ball. When the pressure's on, Luka Doncic doesn't just rise, he relaxes. And the calmest man in the arena when everyone else is shaking. Think about it. Game 4 versus the Clippers in the playoffs, Luka hits one of the coldest buzzer beaters in recent memory. Step back, fade away, over a 6'8" defender. Ball in the air, crowd frozen, swish.
Clippers 6 of 28 from downtown, that's 21%. Doncic, 5 to shoot. Against Harden. It goes! He is that guy! 90 to 81.
No emotion, no celebration, just that quiet walk-off face like, yeah, I knew it was going in. That's not arrogance, that's composure. Pressure doesn't break Luka. It slows him down even more. And when time slows, he's in full control. In clutch moments, his decision-making is surgical. He knows when to attack, when to draw a foul, when to hit the open man. He plays like a chess master in sudden death. His 73-point game against the Hawks, that wasn't just insane scoring, it was efficiency under chaos. He shot 75% from the field that night. It wasn't heat check basketball, it was clinical precision. What separates Luka from other stars is that he doesn't need adrenaline to perform. He thrives on calm. He uses silence as his superpower. The more intense the game becomes, the slower he plays. It's the same reason why defenses crumble late against him, because he never speeds up. He reads the court, manipulates spacing, and uses misdirection to keep everyone guessing. You can double team him, trap him, or switch every screen. He'll find the answer. That's the clutch gene. Not just hitting big shots, but doing it with absolute command. Luka Doncic isn't a player who gets hot, he's a player who stays ready. And when the game is on the line, there's nobody you'd rather have with the ball in their hands. Luka Doncic is only 25 years old, and yet he's already achieved more than most players will in a lifetime. 5-time All-NBA first team, NBA scoring champion, multiple triple-double records, countless viral highlights that have become part of basketball history. But the crazy part, he's still not in his prime. He's still learning, still adjusting, still improving. Every season, Luka adds something new: better conditioning, deeper shooting range, smarter defense, improved leadership. He's evolving into not just a superstar, but a complete franchise engine. What makes his legacy so unique is that it's built on fundamentals, not flash. He's proving that skill beats athleticism every single time. And in a league obsessed with verticals and speed, Luka is rewriting the rules. He's showing young players that basketball is about control, not chaos. It's about balance, timing, and understanding how to make the game bend around you. When you watch him now, you can't help but think of the legends: Bird's vision, Kobe's footwork, LeBron's IQ, all mixed into one player who does it at his own rhythm. He's not here to fit into the modern mold, he's here to redefine it. And while fans debate who the best player in the world is, one truth remains. No one, and I mean no one, plays the game with more pure skill than Luka Doncic. Because at the end of the day, skill doesn't age, skill doesn't fade, skill only gets sharper with time. And if Luka keeps perfecting his craft the way he has, we might be watching the most skilled basketball player the game has ever seen. He doesn't outrun you, he outsmarts you. He doesn't overpower you, he outplays you. And that's why Luka Doncic might just be the most skilled player in the NBA. What do you think? Why don't you leave a comment down in the comment section, click like on this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this one, sit tight. There's plenty more to come.